What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Brosenberg Files, and today we have Konya, Hendricks, Schuh from A&E TV show Betting on Beloit, and welcome to the podcast. It's great to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yep. We have a little bit of an unconventional episode today. As you can see, I'm in the Milwaukee airport right now, but nonetheless, we're going to get this going.
Awesome. So
all right,
we'll start out with the rapid-fire questions first.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, Konya, what's the go-to coffee order?
My go-to coffee order is just a coffee with a splash of oat milk and cinnamon. Oh, and a little honey.
That sounds
okay.
Good.
Do you have like a specific spot that you go to?
Usually Blue Collar Coffee because it's right under my office. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's very convenient, but I don't discriminate. I'm a huge coffee drinker, so you know. I also hit up Starbucks pretty frequently and all the other ones.
What was your first ever job?
My first ever job is I was a waitress at Schuh's restaurant, which you guys probably don't know what that is, but it's kind of like a Perkins. And anyway, I had to wear like a brown uniform and some tall, like knee-high socks. It was awful. And I think I might have shed a couple tears like on my way to work the first day. But anyway, yeah, I worked there. That was my first job. I take that back. I kind of I did work at ABC for my parents in the summers, and I would just like file and do miscellaneous office work. But then the summer that I didn't want to work there anymore, my dad was like, well, you got to work somewhere, so, you know, get a job. And I wasn't yet 16, and Shoney's was one of the only restaurants that didn't serve alcohol, so I could work there being as young as I was. So anyway,
gotcha.
I liked waitressing. I actually waitressed a lot, like through college, just working for the tips, and yeah, it was fun at the time.
That's cool. How long before, or like, how old were you when you first started working at ABC?
Oh, young.
Really
young?
I
probably started helping there in the summers when I was like 11 or 12.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The class that gave me the most anxiety or that I just hated the most was definitely economics. I hated economics.
Dude, yeah. Oh my God, same. I'm in macroeconomics right now. It's terrible. I do terrible in it.
Yeah.
Every time they test,
I like barely even knew at the time. Like now I kind of get it, but at the time I was even like, well, what are we even talking about? Like I was like, so yeah, I didn't love it.
Yeah. Where did you go to college?
Oh geez, you didn't tell me that was a rapid fire question.
Well, I didn't know. I was curious.
I actually moved around a few times. I went to 3 different schools. It's a long story, but I started out in California. I went to Loyola Marymount University, and then I moved and I went to Arizona State, and then I was with my husband, who's now my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, and he moved back home for some reasons. And when I was at Arizona State, then I moved to DePaul University, which is where I got my bachelor's degree in marketing. So to sum it up, I should have just said I went to DePaul and I got a bachelor's degree in marketing.
That's awesome. I'm from Arizona, so I'm a huge Devils fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, nice, yeah. I loved all 3 schools, and I still graduated in 4 years, even though I transferred twice. But I loved those years. Yeah, it was fun, and I loved my year and a half at ASU.
Yeah.
And I made great friends at all the different colleges. So
yeah, awesome. I love downtown Tempe. It's awesome.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. What's your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve, I would say, is just lazy people or people who don't do what they say they're going to do. Mm-hmm. You know, if someone commits to something and doesn't show up or just doesn't get it done, I don't like babysitting people that I work with or that work for me. You know, I like people to be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Good to their words. So.
Yeah. What about when people change? What about when people change the podcast schedule on you?
No, I get that. That's just real life. This is crazy.
Yeah, no,
with the flights.
Yeah, no, these airports are terrible. I don't. Yeah, whatever's going on, they should just fix it.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any hidden talents?
That one was tough for me. I don't really have any hidden talents, but the only thing I could come up with is, I'm 47 years old, and I still can do like all of my high school cheerleading routines. Like they are like muscle memory forever. Like if I hear those songs, all my friends laugh because they know I'm gonna like bust them out. So I don't know if that's a talent, but yeah.
That counts.
I think it counts.
Yeah.
We'll count it.
Okay.
What is your favorite TV show right now?
Okay, so I'm actually not really watching much right now just because I'm crazy busy and I just don't have a lot of free time. And this is embarrassing, but the last series that I was like really into, which is now like over a year old, was Yellowstone.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And I didn't want to say like I watch the news still because that makes me sound like I'm 80. but you know, truth be told, like when I get in bed at night, I'm usually, you know, I do watch Reels and TikTok and all that. So I would say I do a little bit more of that than just watching TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch quite a bit of Reels too. So you're just like us.
Yeah. Like an old version.
Do you have a favorite sports team?
I mean, I am a Packers fan. I'm not a huge sports fan, but I am a Packers fan. I also have, my niece is dating someone named Will Harris who plays for the Washington Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
So at the moment, I am
That's
a
crazy.
huge Commanders fan because he's an awesome guy and player and all that. So that gives, you know, it's more fun for me to watch football or sports when you know someone that's playing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I am a Packers fan.
Are you a Beloit Skycarp fan?
I am. I should have said that. Yeah, I am a Skycarp fan.
Yeah, we just had Zach Brockman on the podcast last week.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Huge community advocate, and yeah, he's so great.
Yeah, he's cool. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from making the TV show Betting on Beloit?
I would just say that making a TV show is just a lot more work than I thought.
Oh, yeah,
There's
for sure.
a lot more to it. There's a lot more levels because I am involved with the production as well as, you know, being in the show and orchestrating the projects in real life. So it gets pretty intense sometimes.
Yeah, I bet. I bet the schedules are pretty long, too.
Yeah. No, it's a lot, but it's been great. It's been great, and it's also really fun, but there's just a lot to it.
That's good.
What's one small daily habit that has a big impact on your life?
Making my bed and just like leaving my house in the morning organized. Like I feel so much better going to work, like starting my day when like I feel like my like home space is tidy and organized. It just like helps my brain feel a bit more clear. So yeah, like if I didn't make my bed in the morning and I left, that would actually cause me anxiety.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's always good to get home and your house is just spotless.
Yeah, it feels good. I just feel like the world is so chaotic and my life is chaotic. I'm all over. So it's like the one thing that I can truly like control, you know, that space. So I like to control it. Yeah. Keep it clean.
Awesome. Describe your ideal weekend using just 3 words.
Family, dogs, and food.
That's good. Those are great answers.
Yeah. I love my dogs. I'm a huge dog lover, huge animal lover. We have 3 dogs, and we often have our daughter's dog. So, like at the moment, we have 4. So our house is kind of chaotic. But anyway, I love it.
It's all right. Dogs are good.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan.
All right, let's get into. Yeah. All right, let's get into some of the Beloit stuff, some of the real stuff.
Okay.
All right, give us your favorite restaurant in town.
Tilly's Pizza.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm a huge. I also like the new pizza place. I like Downtown Den as well. That's great. I actually went there today for lunch. So those 2. I probably should say one of our restaurants, which are great as well. But yeah, no, I'm a pizza lover, so Tilly's is my go-to.
I haven't been to the Den yet.
You should go.
Okay,
That's
sounds
awesome.
good. We should go, Jordan.
It's like
perfect we'll go.
for lunch because you just like order one giant. You just order and you get a huge slice.
Yeah.
So it's like individual, but it's awesome.
Brody and I are huge fans of Lucy's across the street.
Awesome. Yeah. I don't eat red meat, so Lucy's isn't my favorite. But I mean, I still like Lucy's, but you know.
You don't eat red meat?
I don't eat red meat. I know it's very
Why not?
of me. Just my love of animals. Yeah, no, I know. I say I'm a birditarian. I'm like a pescatarian who also eats chicken and turkey. I'm kind of weird. Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Talk to us about some of your hobbies other than making TV shows.
Genuinely do not have a ton of hobbies because I work a lot. Like, I mean, I do a little bit of a lot. Like, I've played pickleball a couple of times, and, you know, I definitely like to have fun, but, I mean, I also have my kids live in different states right now. My daughter lives in New York City and my son's in Montana. So it's not really hobby, but a lot of my free time, we travel to see our kids and spend time with them.
Those are two very completely different places.
They are. I know, it's
Montana, New
crazy.
York.
And opposite directions, which is challenging.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah. What do your kids do?
My daughter is actually an actress in New York, so trying to make her way to Broadway is the goal. She's working right now at a theater in Miami, but New York is her home base. And then my son, Aiden, he is in Montana. He just graduated from University of Montana in December. So right now he's working for a buddy, and he's actually building houses. He's working construction, learning that.
That's cool.
Yeah, So he's also into race car driving, so he's kind of on that circuit as well. He likes to keep me on my toes and keep me nervous because he's got a need for speed. But yeah, so they're not taking traditional paths, and our family's very business driven and entrepreneurial, and they're very entrepreneurial in their own ways, but in different industries.
Give us a small business in town that you think deserves a shout out.
This one is so easy for me. Loom, the new home furnishings and home accessory. You guys probably don't know it because you're guys and you're college. It's right here on Grand. It's right across the street from where I'm sitting, literally across the street, next to Lucy's.
Oh, really?
Or maybe 2 doors down.
Is that the place that has all the scaffolding around it?
No, not right now. No, she was just look for it now. You'll see it now that I said it.
Yeah.
It is new. It's new-ish. Maybe 6 months. But, no, it's fabulous. It's like a big city store. She did a wonderful job, and I'm really glad it's there. I love shopping in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Were they featured in the show?
They were not, but they will be.
Oh, okay.
If we do, I can't really talk if future season talk much, but I would like
yeah.
I would like to feature them. I would like to feature them, in the future.
That ruins one of our future questions. I guess we can't ask about season 2.
You can ask, but I'll just say.
Oh, okay. So what are we going to get a season 2?
I am very hopeful. I'm very hopeful that there will be a season 2, yes.
So I was trying to figure out what time period was season 1 shot in?
Last year. We filmed through October of 24, and then we were done filming in May of this year, May of 25.
Okay, gotcha. Because I got a little yeah. I kept getting confused when it showed that Henry Doorbaker's wasn't up yet, and you guys were still building that.
Yeah, well, it kind of sometimes, because that was a woven story, Henry Doorbaker's didn't get its own full episode. So that story was kind of woven where it fit. TV's kind of like that, it kind of cut in. So yeah, if you're from here, that probably did throw you off a little bit, but.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So you talked a little.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Go ahead. Okay. Well, in the show, you talked a little bit about wanting to get your own building in Beloit named after you. Do you think we could get that here soon?
No, I don't think so. No time soon. I think I have to hopefully live many, many more years and do something a lot bigger to deserve that. But, goals.
Maybe Brody and I will open up a shop and we'll name it after you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we could do that. We can make that happen.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what's the more fun part of shooting your own TV show? Is it setting up the scenes and really filming it, or is it more of the creativity behind it that you like better?
It's just the people. I've surrounded, my real team, the people that I work with. Mm-hmm. We were doing this before we started filming it for the show. So I think a lot of people think maybe, the whole mission really started because the cameras were rolling, but there were homes that we had done in the Beloit College Park area before betting on Beloit.
Oh, wow.
And with the same team, with my friends, and Pete's my project manager, and my husband's always involved. So it was already happening, and we have so much fun. They're just great people. We all bring something totally different to the table. So that's just every day. I mean, like I said, my office is above blue collar. I would say we have a very work hard, play hard kind of group mentality, and we have a lot of fun. And then, lucky for me, the production team, Butternut Medias, who is our production company that does the show, and just a great group of people. So, I mean, like our showrunner, her name is Rachel. I mean, I feel confident we're going to be like lifelong friends. She's like my age. We've become super close. So anyway, like tomorrow we're filming, and it's just like I get excited to see them all. The camera guys, the sound guys, like we're a pretty solid little posse, and we have fun.
That's awesome.
So I like that whole process.
So with us doing our own podcast, we realize a lot about ourselves. Like for me, I listen to it and I realize that I hate my voice, and I'm like, God, I can't believe I have to listen to this. Yeah. Do you realize anything when you see yourself on TV?
I'm old. No, I mean, I'm a girl, so, we're just, very critical. So, I mean, just always, I'm not going to disclose, tear myself apart here, but it is hard to see yourself on TV, especially I always say, like, if I could do one thing different with the show, what would it be? I'd be like, I would have done it when I was 30 years old versus, now. But also, like you said, voice. I mean, it is hard. Like, we hear ourselves, and everyone feels like that. Oh, my gosh, is that what I sound like? I sound so nasally or whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to be – at some point, it's just kind of you have to forget. And so you're not – I will say I've gotten a lot better at that. Like, when we're filming, I'm not all in my head about what I look like or what my hair is doing. Like, I am much more in the moment.
Yeah.
And you kind of do start to forget that the cameras are there.
Yeah, that was definitely something that happened to me, like, in a couple of our first episodes, but I feel like every time it just gets way easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Give us a moment from filming that you think about daily.
That was hard because I'm not really sure that there's like a specific moment that I think about every day from filming, but I will say Pete, who I work with, who's in the show, just with the filming, because this guy. Okay, this is totally off, not really what you're asking me, but I think about, like, his work ethic every day because this guy has serious hustle. I mean, he helps with the show and the production of the show. He, really project manages, all the projects. Like, right now we have 5 houses going at once. There's a lot of moving parts. He responds to text super quick. We're in kind of constant communication, and, yeah, and so he's just pretty amazing to me, honestly. So I would say that.
Yeah. A moment that I think about a lot from the show was, I forget which episode. I know it was early in the season, but you were showing your mom a kitchen. She's like, "Oh, I wish I could have this kitchen." Yeah. And you were like, "Mom, you can have any kitchen you want."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you just mean like a scene from the show, like a scene that I don't think about it daily, but I would say like. A part of the show that I didn't love is, I call it the second episode, but it was officially episodes 3 and 4. Wait, can I swear? No.
Yeah.
Oh, I call those my bitch episodes because, like, I was like, oh my God, like the way it cut together. Like I said, Pete and I get along great. We are like good friends. We're always laughing. And in that, I just looked like so hardcore. Like, I would just come in and like make demands and then like pull away in my fancy car. I was like, oh my God, I hate me in that episode. So that, I would say, I guess that's probably my answer is, but I took one for the team. I said, it's fine, we'll just go with it. But, moving forward. But anyway, yeah.
I remember seeing a scene, I think maybe you went over budget on a house.
Yeah.
And you were telling your mom about it,
yeah.
and your mom walked away, and you turned and looked at the camera and were like, that went better than I thought.
Yep.
That was a really funny moment.
That house still hasn't sold, truth be told. That one is still on the market, and It's amazing. That was the new construction one, so it is a bit pricier, but we have like crazy money into it. We're asking a lot less than we have into it, but it's still on the market, which kills me.
Wow.
Because it's pretty fabulous.
Is that the White House?
No, it's the yellow one. It was
the one
that we had to tear down and then completely rebuilt. So it's actually like new construction, meant to fit in with the neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could make it our podcasting house.
It's great.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. How much was it?
$825.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. 2 incomes?
That's not bad.
You'll be fine.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the asking price. Yeah. So
yeah.
Hopefully it sells soon.
Maybe once we blow up, we'll help you out.
All right. I'm gonna have lots more houses coming to the market soon, so you'll have options.
Awesome.
All right. Yep.
Okay. Sweet.
What's the most rewarding part of your work?
Just the people that I work with. Yeah.
That's good.
Like I said, I just really enjoy this process, and that's really important to me. And I also I like the finished project. I love that these projects, we work so hard on them, and blood, sweat, and tears go into them. But then, you get to, have this beautiful finished project, and then find the perfect buyer, and hope that they're, equally in love with your work. So yeah, I like that too.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think you kind of indirectly answered this a little bit, but just to hear it again, like, what is something that goes into the show that the viewers just aren't necessarily seeing? Like, we know that there's a lot of hard work, and you mentioned I'm not going to say it, but those kind of episodes. Yeah. What are those things going on behind the scenes that you wish that we could see?
There's a couple things. One, the show doesn't really touch on like my best friend and kind of. She is my best friend. My sister, Kara. She lives out in California. And she's just, we talk on the phone multiple times a day. She helps me pick out my outfits for the show. She's sort of like this unsung hero. And we're really close. So the show doesn't, because she doesn't live here, so our relationship isn't, really captured, or she's not even mentioned on the show. And yet she's like a huge part of my life. So that, and then also just, I wear a lot of other hats that the show doesn't touch on. Obviously the show follows my team's journey with these home renovations and our commitment to the revitalization of the Beloit College Park neighborhood. But, I have a lot of other hats that I wear in a corporate sense, and my family and things that we don't go into because, there's only so much time. There's only so many episodes, and there's so that.
Yeah, and I think for us, we kind of feel similar. I mean, we run this podcast, and a lot of times people just see like, the 45-minute episode that we put out every week. But there's so much that that goes into it. I mean, we'll take days trying to write, think of questions, get guests, especially times like today where scheduling doesn't quite work out. It's like, we're always trying to figure out how we can put our best product out there.
Yep.
And, there's so many things that go into it, and it's really crazy. Just trying to build something from the ground up, there's a lot of things involved.
You get it. Yes.
And we've had to learn a lot of new skills. I mean, Brody's had to work really hard on editing, and I don't know how much you've done with that before, and, it's like, I had to start using Google Calendar. Never used that before.
Yeah.
I screw it up all the time. Zach Brockman was getting on me for it, so shout out to him. But yeah,
that's not the calendar app I use, but I know. Well, my son is, probably just a little bit older than you guys, real close, and I'm always on him about his calendar, like to get more organized and like put it in your calendar and find that. Yeah, that's probably my biggest kind of thing that I harp on him about.
Yeah, I was really bad.
So let's talk a little bit about. Oh, sorry.
I was really bad at checking my emails until I started doing this.
Yep, and I do say that to my son too.
Yeah.
Did you see it? I emailed. Did you not? And then when I see his phone and he has like 800 unread texts, I'm like, oh my God, Aiden! Like, my daughter's a bit more organized in that sense, so I don't have to get on her. But yeah,
that's funny.
22-year-old son.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the state of Wisconsin. I mean, obviously, the family is from Wisconsin. You guys are Wisconsin legends, especially in the southernmost part. What's kept you in the state, in the Midwest? I mean, I'm sure you've had every opportunity to move out there. You mentioned your sister's out there in California as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, when I was 18 and I left and I went to college, I did go to California and Arizona and, went for the warm weather and climate. I truly, in my heart of hearts, have zero regrets about moving back. What brought me back was I was, in love with my now husband. Like I said, he came back to work for his family's business. because he was out west with me and came back, and ultimately then we got engaged. So I came back and we got married, and, here I am. But ultimately what really, at some point in life we did have and still, could live wherever we want. And what held us here is, my sister, who I'm, like I said, extremely close with, is in California, but everyone else in my family, all of my other siblings, nieces, nephews, like everyone's here. My mom is here. So, family first always for us. So that's definitely what's kept me here. But I like it here. Like, I really do feel that, Midwest values are a real thing. And, our family, is big believers in community and giving back. And, Beloit means so much to our family because we feel like that's, where my parents got their start and got those first opportunities, which helped get our family to where we are today. So just, being grateful for those opportunities in this life that we're living. So, it feels good to stick around and try to just, keep making it better.
Yeah, that's a great answer. It makes a lot of sense. And that kind of leads me into my next question of, coming from this iconic family and your family's so well respected across the nation, what does it mean to you to build your own brand and leave your own legacy, especially on this city?
I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of it. I was really nervous to make the show because I didn't want to tarnish in any way, our family's reputation, because the show is, light, and it just kind of follows, like I said, one lane in my life. And that's also intentional. There's a lot, we didn't want to put it all out there. But I did feel nervous because, my entire family wasn't super excited that I was trying to create this TV show to follow me around. It made them a little bit nervous to just the additional exposure. My mom's been very, very intentional to kind of stay out of, the limelight and declines, a lot of national, I'd say, just platforms and things that she could be doing because she likes living a private life here and, with no entourage and any of that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But it feels good because I feel like it's been really well received. Honestly, I believe that my family is really proud of it and thinks, that it's done good for Beloit, which is what ultimately I was setting out to do, is to truly, help, change the narrative of Beloit so people see all the good that it has to offer. So, I just feel like my entire life it was people, would talk about Beloit like it was like a second-class citizen. It was just, and it's not the case. And I just think there's great people here. And I think Beloit has so many things going for it, and we just wanted to share that with the national audience. So,
is Beloit really one of the worst cities in Wisconsin?
Oh,
it was.
Are you asking me?
It was.
No, well, no, I'm just curious.
No, it was. A few years ago, it was voted by USA Today to be the worst city in Wisconsin, which was part of that. Yeah, I don't think it was the last couple of years, but even at that point, it was just a bunch of BS because
See, I heard about that in the show and I was just like, really?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it. No. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no.
No.
I think what's so special about Beloit is that, we talked about it in the Brockman episode, but everyone here is on the same page. He mentioned your mom and, Eric Boynton, our president, like everybody is on the same page in terms of renovations and innovating the city. And it really feels like things are starting to come together.
Yeah, I've been here for the last 4 years, and from my freshman year till now, like downtown is completely different. Mm-hmm. Like it has such a great vibe to it, and there's people just walking around on a Thursday night going to the bars. Like there's just so much camaraderie, and it's really awesome what's happened.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You should have saw it before you guys were. There were some times that were pretty rough over the last really 20 years, there's been, slow positive change. And then now it seems kind of exponential with all the growth.
Oh, for sure.
That's why my mom, she's very focused on economic development and having these restaurants and Henry Door Bakers and all the things that make Beloit a thriving community. in an effort to bring businesses in. So people, other businesses, and whether they be, new startup businesses or existing successful businesses, to come here for this workforce and grow the city that way. So that's the ultimate intention, and help, our unemployment rates and grow neighborhoods, our schools. We're constantly trying to do all we can to help make our schools better. That's been an issue for Beloit. I'm really proud of, my mom's commitment to getting the Lincoln Academy up and running, which is going great, and getting close here to doing an expansion, because there's a huge wait list there. So yeah, I like to say often that, like, my mom would be like, it feels like whack-a-mole. Like, okay, like, what's the need? How are we going to help fill it? And it's not always us that fills every, hole, but like when you can't get someone to, it's like, okay, well, then we're going to build that. Okay, we need this. We're going to build that. The schools are bad. I guess, we'll build school. Whatever it is, you're just trying to figure it out, kind of one piece of the puzzle at a time. That was a very long answer.
It's all right. That's what we were looking for.
I'm really long-winded, if you haven't noticed that.
Well, that's awesome. Well,
I'm not good for a podcast because of that.
I think it's going great.
All right. Oh, wait. Hold on.
This flight.
Yeah.
I kind of love this.
All right.
It's so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
What are some things that bother you about this generation, like our generation?
The issue with your generation is just that everyone kind of wants something quick and without like the journey and the hard work.
Yeah.
Because, there's these influencers and a lot of, with all like the tech stuff and like the kind of get rich quick. And you see these lifestyles just on social media and that aren't, real life, and that all your generation unfortunately has to, thinks that you're competing with that unrealistic culture. And I just think it's, it's just not, when I was raised, you saw like success took grit, hard work, you had to take risk. And all those things take time, and they take failures. There's going to be failures along the way, and you're going to get ahead, and then you're going to plummet down, and then you have to work your way back up. And I just feel like the younger generation just thinks it's like wants an overnight success. Mm-hmm. Thinks they're going to things snap their fingers, and it's going to happen. So
yeah, I think my grandpa would have said the same exact thing you said.
Yeah. And some people do. Some people do get lucky, and they do step their, and something works out great.
Yeah.
But they're like real success, is it takes a lot more than that.
Yep.
But like the working hard part is the fun part. Like watching our Instagram page grow and like our number of viewers grow has been fun. Yeah. Like we've like when we just hit 100 followers, which isn't that much, but like for us, it's like we're proud of that. Like this is something. And like, we're probably going to celebrate the crap of it. And it's like, the more you grow, it's just like, wow. I mean, we were getting excited about this when we had 60 followers or 60 likes on an Instagram post.
Yeah.
And, it's the fun part. I really enjoy it. And that's why we've been able to like keep going and, keep getting guests. And, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't speaking to you guys. I can tell you guys have some grit and hustle, so I'm good with you guys. I was saying in general. Yeah. No, I think it's awesome what you guys are doing. I'll help share your podcast.
Thank you.
I'll give you some shout outs.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're probably not looking for my generation to follow you. You're like, I don't want a bunch of geezers.
We'll take any following we can.
Okay.
Yeah, any. But yeah, I think a big part of that is that a lot of kids don't want to go out and try things unless they're really good at it, like immediately.
Yeah. That's a great point.
I think that like a lot of like, even we were hesitant to go out and like share the podcast and post about it on our Instagrams. We're like, oh, what if people think it's cringe? But you're like, okay, well, like whatever. And yeah, I think everyone just wants to, like, no one wants to actually go out and try things because that's just, it's not cool or it's not looked at as favorable. Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree with you.
No, I think what you just said is very wise and very true. And you have to, and I'll be honest, like I was pretty risk averse like a lot of my life because of that. Like it was like scared to really put myself out there and take those risks. And by that, then you kind of just stay stagnant and you stay in like the safe zone by not doing that. But, you know, I mean, even public speaking, like I hated public speaking, actually right up there with my economics class. I hated public speaking. But I feel like at this point in my life, like with the show, like I knew like I had to like overcome that fear truly in my 40s, like, or it was going to hold me back because you know, that it is important.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable and know that failure is ultimately going to be part of the journey. And you learn, and if you just, you know, I think there's a lot of quotes about, you know, when you fail, like it's just you're growing, because at every failure, you know, you're learning so much, and you're learning what not to do again. So
that's a great answer. I like that.
Very wise.
Very wise.
Are you good, Jordan?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Are you good?
Yep, I think we're ready.
Yeah, no, well, Konya, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming on the podcast. This has been an amazing time, and it was great to learn more about Beloit and your TV show and more about you. So thank you for coming on.
Yeah, you guys are both awesome. So I wish you so much luck and success. And I hope your podcast blows up and you stay in Beloit.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
sweet. And this is like your
we'll buy
I'm
your
all
house.
for that. And then you'll buy a house for me. Call me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, thank you.
Konya, we think, thank you. Yeah, no, I'll be back in an hour. But we really appreciate dealing with our extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
And thanks for calling us awesome. We think you're awesome too. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Cool. Young fans, I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.